That should have never happened. We should have put our guys in position to be successful, And then obviously it was kind of the tale of two halves. And then they made some adjustments, and our defense, bowed up there in the second half and started playing maverick football, and so it was just kind of a back and forth battle and waiting for that break to come. But what we did though is we made a turn this week. And we made huge strides in kind of who we are and what we're doing. The way that we worked, the way that our communication was, and guys playing for one another this week, that's what I was proud of, that they came out and they fought the right way. And that means we're making some strides as a team. Although the record doesn't show it right now, and there's nobody, obviously that eats up more pride than myself. Because we got guys, and this could have been very easily a flipped record this year. But we haven't done enough to be able to go and capitalize on opportunities, take advantage of opportunities, and put ourselves in position to win. But, we had a chance tonight, and we get that ball, and, we got 2 minutes left, and we got the ball in our hands. Hey, we got a chance. So, we fought and hung in there, and when we do that, we give ourselves an opportunity at the end. And now we've got to start making those strides. So, we're going to get to where we want to be and be able to, make those breaks go our way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, the kids are playing hard. They're trying to make a play. The interception at the end of the first half, Karst is scrambling, trying to get away from pressure, and either trying to throw it out of bounds or, and it just, kid makes a play on it. And then at the end, trying to pick up the first down and the ball gets knocked out of your hands. I mean, it's just, some of those things are just kind of the way it's been this year. The football gods are not smiling on you.
Right. No, and we talk about it, and our big thing that we talk about is consistency in everything that you do, right? Really, the game of football, you create your breaks, and it's the way that you're playing and the way that you're attacking. And you can feel that momentum in the game, and I'm sure you guys do too. So we've got to keep that thing rolling regardless of it, whether we're making plays or not, knowing that, hey, we're this close to striking. And when you have that mentality, those rolls and bounces seem to go your way. So we've got to continue to build that and then make sure that we're able to capitalize on it. When we do have opportunities to make plays, we can't miss them.
Yeah. Your game plan today was, we're not going to try to, run the ball as much, obviously. This team is tough to run on, and you've got the receivers that you can go out and make plays, and it worked, I thought, really well. And then when you could run the ball, the guys that you don't usually see. Newell has, some really nice runs and things. Kind of try to keep them off balance that way, it looked like.
No, and I really liked the offense's plan going into this, and our plan to be able to go and attack them and spread them out and make them have to tackle in space, and utilize our weapons on the outside, and then that opens up the run game for Karst when he's scrambling and looking, and then softens them up so then we can hit them later. And we made some adjustments, and we've got a good running back room that's continued to grow and compete with one another. So those guys are licking their chops when they get an opportunity. We just got to find the way to finish the whole thing and put it all the way together.
Yeah, look, Trevin Edwards made some nice plays, nice catches for you. And again, kind of the scouting report has these guys' names, and he's a guy that probably isn't high on the scouting report. And he comes out and just makes plays.
Right, and he's just a football player, and that's where you're at in this point in the season. Guys, they've been waiting for their number to get called, and then because of injuries and attrition and the different things that happen throughout the course of the year, they get more opportunities. Guys starting to get dinged up, and so you're looking for the guys that can operate at 100% and go out and give you a chance to win. And proud of those guys for stepping up and making plays when their number was called.
Yeah. Obviously you get the late pass interference against you, and then they come back. Looks like the quarterback's probably over the line of scrimmage or very, very close to being over the line on the touchdown, and it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to keep bouncing back when things like that happen.
It is, but even with that, the pass interference, we still had an opportunity there. And even on the play where he completes it, we had a chance and made him step up in the pocket, and we missed him. So, those are the ones that slip through your fingers that you wish you could get back. And, unfortunately, you don't get a redo. So you got to make those plays. But, yeah, you guys probably had a better view than me. I thought he was over the line, but that's the way it goes. We got to take advantage of it. We got to get him down in the pocket and make sure that, he's not able to make that pass.
Yeah. You know, we've talked kind of often, I mean, this is a team that doesn't look like we're just going to play out the string. I mean, they're still working to get wins and to keep getting better, you know, if they're going to be here or not going to be here next year. You know that this team isn't just going to cash it in these last 2 weeks.
No, and you know, there was a point where that I was questioning how we would respond. And really, this last week was probably our best week of practice, best week of preparation that we've had in a while. Guys came in focused. They didn't worry about the outside noise or anything else that was going on, focused on one another and playing for one another. You know, so I think our guys now realize that this is bigger than themselves, and they understand that it is a process, and we've got to buy into the process, and we've got to work every single day for the results. So they continue to work and push each other. You know, and play for the guys that are, you know, their football careers are coming to an end. And then we got a lot of guys that their career is just beginning. So I think guys are starting to understand that and understand that it's bigger than themselves. So I was proud of them that they were able to come out and compete. And I wouldn't expect anything less. And we got to find a way to go and win against a team that's been struggling this year, Saturn State. But they're going to be well coached and they're tough. It's going to be a long trip. We got to make sure that we don't let anything influence us, and we go play Maverick football, and we build off of this. We haven't been able to do that yet this year.
So, Coach, you kind of mentioned you guys feel like your record isn't necessarily reflective of how the team has been playing and the talent on the roster. Even with the record as it is, what does it mean to you guys, you know, coming home or playing at home and seeing the stadium pretty much packed? There's a lot of enthusiasm and energy with the crowd. Kind of, what does that mean for you guys?
Oh, it's awesome to be able to have that continued support. And we know that, you know, very easily our record could be flipped, you know, but we weren't able to create that. So we understand that, and we put it solely on ourselves, and we got to get better, and we got to, you know, continue to utilize the athletes that we have. But to have that support when we come home, because they know it's going to be an exciting show, guys are going to play hard. You know, that's a testament to these guys that continue to work. And I know that our group that's in the locker room, they know what could have been, but we can't dwell on that. We got to realize where we're at. We got to make sure that we point that finger first at each and every one of ourselves, and we make the adjustments that are necessary, because we talked about this early in this season. Everything should run through Grand Junction, Colorado when it comes to the RMAC, and we've got to establish that dominance, you know, but we've got to go and take it. So we got to find a way to continue to fight and go find a win this week.
And then pretty much all game, especially towards the end, things were just kind of chippy. You know, it's a rivalry matchup. Do you attribute that to kind of the physicality Pueblo brought in? It just kind of the way the game went, maybe some frustration, anything like that? Well,
you know, I was proud of our guys and both sides. Football is a violent game, and, you know, there's emotions are running high, and, you know, when you got two teams that are full of competitors out there, you're going to get a little bit of chippiness, and, you know, I thought everybody did a good job of keeping it between the lines and, you know, between the whistles. So we got to continue to raise that bar. We want teams to be fearing the Mavericks when they play us, and we want to leave our imprint on everybody that we play.
All right, awesome.
As you said, we had some things not go our way today, but I think we do a good job as a group, and I try to keep everyone level-headed when stuff like that happens on the offensive side, and just, you know, forget about it. You know, stuff happens next play. They got us. You just got to move on, because something good is going to happen. So we just got to keep moving on, keep looking forward, and as Coach always says, just stay the course, because we do a lot of good things every week, and now we got to put it all together, and it's coming, and we just got to keep going.
Yeah, into the first